Magnitude Sports. And that one's hit up high, and that's going to center field. It'll drop. One bounce picked up by Saylor. Rounding third is Ashton Renas, and the Stars are on the board. With runners on the corners.
Now batting with 2 outs, the pitcher number 1, Matt Bryant.
Thank you, man. Just got a nice compliment from a fan in attendance here. Matt Bryant, the batter. Batter number 2 in the lineup, and he'll drill that one down the third baseline. That'll bring Kane Mathiasen in from third, and he'll score. We have a tie ball game. Into third, he gets tagged out, and that will leave one runner on base. The run does count, but Christensen's out at third. Bryant gets credit for an RBI single. I don't think it's going to be an RBI double, as he did attempt second, but the out occurred before he reached second. So it's going to go in the books as an RBI single for Matt Bryant down that third baseline. It scores Kane Mathiasen. And Christensen out at third. That'll be the force out, and that leaves one stranded on base. Alex Dietrich, Ridge Inhofer, and Wyatt Reeder. It's batters 6, 7, and 8 for the Hardhats. It's a 2-2 ball game here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back. About 5 minutes ago in the first overtime between the Winnipeg Jets and the Vegas Golden Knights, still knotted up at 4. And it'll be knotted at 4 until someone scores and ends the game. Speaking of scores of the game, the Stars get 2 in the top of the second. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we have a tied baseball game at 2-2 here. And we'll see how the Rapid City post-22 Hardhats respond. It's Alex Dietrich at the mound here or I should say at the batter's box. And Bryant tried to catch the outside edge but missed for ball 1. I just now noticed that they have the name of the batter on the scoreboard above the strike button. That one's hitting to right field, and slipping was Colby Nissen, and man, he looks like he's in pain, and he is. Colby Nissen went to catch that ball, and I think he took one step back, and the ball went behind him. He tried to reach back, he slipped, and he hit his arm underneath his body. And you could tell within about 1 second of him hitting the ground that he was in pain. Nice job by Jaroszewski to be right in the vicinity of that one to make sure that nothing more than a double there for Dietrich occurred. But we wish all the best to Colby Nissen here. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment here, and we'll give you an update if we have any on Nissen when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers. But don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
Quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares,
They do amazing work.
check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6560.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, so Colby Nissen is being helped off the field. It appeared to be his right arm that got trapped underneath his body as he went to make a play on the fly ball to right field. And his body just landed on top of his arm. Hopefully, I mean, I know walking off the field there doesn't look too good, but hopefully. Oh, it looks like actually it's his leg now looking at the camera and not his arm. And you know, as I replay that play from my memory, yeah, that I can see how that may have happened, because like it looked like his arm got caught underneath his body. However, his leg did kind of twist there. I don't know if there's maybe some slippery spot out on the field there, but it doesn't look good for Renus. And man, I hope I'm wrong, but for some reason. I don't think I am, and a speedy recovery to Colby Nissen. So we'll have a new right fielder here for the Stars. And that right fielder will be, let's see here if I can figure it out. It's going to be Matt Bryant, and no, number...
Nothing that contributes to the ridge in over.
A what? Oh, I do not. It's in the It appeared to be number 1 out in right field, but we'll get the lineup card and double check that and let you know. Update here ASAP. All right, we're gonna have to go. Oh, I just got it's Gavin Jiskra. Does that sound right? I'm getting a head nod there. Okay, so Gavin Jiskra is the right fielder who takes the place of Colby Nissen. I want to say thanks to our friend Dan for feeding that information over to us. At first, we thought it was Nissen's arm, but when he was carried off the field, it appeared to be his left leg. And that one's going out deep, and a nice job there by the Astros fill-in guy, and a couple more plays like that, he might make the Stars roster here. And I just see in our chat now that Ben also told us who number 1 in the outfield was, so thank you, Ben, and thank you, Dan, for that information. You would think that we'd be on top of that, but apparently I don't have the updated Astros roster from last year, so I'll need to correct that sooner than later. That pitch is up high, and we're at a count of 1-0. This is Wyatt Reeder, the batter. And that one's hit towards the pitcher, and that's a 1-3 ground out. That's out number 2. One side of Jim, watching from Denver, North Carolina. One of our top viewers. So Reeder grounds out on a 1-3 for out number 2, and now.
Hey, just a reminder, we go foul balls back to the ticket booth, special thanks to Black Hills PDX Denver Street. Get you $1 for each foul ball.
Hayden Leidy is the batter. Apologize that we had a technical issue that didn't get us on the air right away, and we do have the recording of this game if you're interested in seeing Rapid City scoring 2 runs, but if you're a Stars fan, then you saw all the action, all the good stuff, so you didn't really miss anything, let's put it that way. 2-1 the count now here to Hayden Leidy. That one's hit up high, going to right field. And he just over the head of Jiskra. And now rounding third and sliding in, it's an inside the park home run. For Hayden Leidy, it's a 2-run inside the park home run. I guess you could call it that. And now the Hardhats go up by 2, 4-2. That is only the second inside the park home run that we've seen on Magnitude Sports. The other one was performed by, holy smokes, that one's out towards Driska and right, and he makes the catch this time. Thought for a moment that might have enough elevation to get out of here, but that will end it. So more on the inside the park home run thoughts here in a moment, but we'll take a timeout. It's knotted up, or it's not knotted up. 2-2 in the second, but 2 more in the first makes it a 4-2 game for the Hardhats. And we'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Family owned and operated for many years, MTW Towing is your first call for all of your towing needs in the West Fargo, North Dakota area. We are a full-service towing company that offers fast and efficient service at affordable rates. Our professional team is always prepared to provide you the best service possible. We also accept student discounts. To learn more about us, please feel free to give us a call today at your convenience.
All right, welcome back. Top of the third. Kobe Hansen to bat. And Hansen finds the base hit out into left center. It's good for a single.
Now batting the first baseman, number 17, Gunnar Maderas.
All right, we officially have Gavin Driska into the batting lineup and the defensive lineup. That one looked like it was going to left field, and then the wind took it towards second base, and it'll be Wyatt Reeder who makes the snag for out number 1. So Hansen with a single, and that's followed by Gunnar Majeris with that pop out to second. And now we see Jake Jaroszewski. So Gavin Driska will be on deck here after Jaroszewski taking the place of Colby Nissen. And once again, we wish him a speedy recovery for whatever the extent of his injury is to his leg. Looked like he was going to go down for a bunt there, but pulled it back as the pitch went low and out for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes here. And that one is low for ball 2. All right, so the Jets and the Vegas Golden Knights, they're still tied at 4 heading into the second overtime. Once again, it's continuous overtime until somebody scores. There is no shootout in the playoffs. That's a strike for Jaroszewski. The count's now 2-1 with 1 out and a runner on first, and that runner is Colby Hansen. And that one hop to third. Looks at second, now fires to first. Hansen advances to second on what is a 5-3 ground out. I was almost going to say fielder's choice, but it's not. It's a 5-3 ground out. With Hansen moving to second, it brings up Gavin Driska, who came in the bottom of the second inning in right field in relief of and a swing and a miss there for Driska. Colby Nissen is the name I was trying to pull off the top of my head. Lifetime, he's 0 for 1. He has a fly out. And that one's fouled away for a strike. So it is indeed the left leg of Colby Nissen as he's being helped off the field with the assistance of a couple of his coaches. And I have reason to believe that they're going to take him to the ER and have him checked out. And hopefully we'll see him back in a game in the near future here. We won't put it on camera, but I can guarantee you it's the left leg that is the issue based on what I saw out of the corner of my right eye just a moment ago. 2-2 to Driska. And now stepping off the plate is Sears, and now put Hansen back on the plate. We wish all the best there to Colby Nissen. And that one's popped up. It's going to right field. Charging is the right fielder, and he does make the catch. Harrison Good steals a single from Driska, and Driska's 0 for 2 lifetime now with 2 flyouts to right field on Magnitude Sports. But that will change in the near future. Driska with that flyout will bring up the Hardhats to bat. It's batters 2, 3, and 4. Saylor, Holick, and Good when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again, Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome back. It's 4-2 thanks to a 2-run inside the park home run by the Hardhats, and now they'll come up to bat again and see if they can add to that 2-run lead. With the Stars right in it. It's Marion Saylor. He got an RBI triple last time he was at the plate. Back in the first inning of play. He's batter number 2 in the lineup. It'll be batters 2, 3, and 4. Marion Saylor will lead it off, followed by Hayden Holick and Harrison Good. Matt Bryant, this is his 25th pitch, according to my numbers unofficially. And that 25th pitch is just going to miss for ball 8. So if you can do the math, that means 17 of them have been strikes, which is a pretty good split on the ball strike counter. And there's another strike. Strike 18. 1-1 the count now here to Marion Saylor. Once again, he's 1 for 1 with an RBI triple. And the pitch. And that one's just a little bit low, and now it's 2 balls and a strike. We'll keep you updated on the NHL playoffs as all 4 games will be in progress at some point in our doubleheader broadcast here. That one hit out into left field. One bouncer, and that one's picked up by Mathiasen, and Mathiasen will throw it back into Christensen, and Christensen over to Colby Hansen, the second baseman, to hold Saylor to a single. So now a single and a triple for Saylor, and that brings up Hayden Holick. Hayden Holick, excuse me. I asked before we went on the air how to say his name, and pretty sure they did not tell me Holick, but maybe they did, and then maybe I'm just the one who messed up. So that's the case. I apologize. Throw up to second, one bounce, and it's close, but he's safe. Saylor will steal second. So Saylor will take the base that he was hoping to get on that hit to left field, but nice defensive play there by the Stars prevented that from happening, but he gets there eventually. The pitch came across as a strike, and it's 0-1. Bryant will look back at second, and he'll deliver the pitch, and he'll catch the edge for strike 2. Excellent pitch there by Matt Bryant. Once again, around the bases, Gunnar Majerus at first, Colby Hansen at second, Caleb Christensen, the shortstop, Ashton Arenas at third, Malachi Wermeyer behind the plate, catching the outfield here after the 0-2 pitch from Matt Bryant. Still no strikeouts for Bryant yet. We'll see if he can get one here. He'll stare down second base, send, wind, and deliver. And that one hit right into the gap between first and second into right field. Driska will pick it up, and Driska's been busy since he's come into the game. It'll result in an RBI single here for Holick, scoring Saylor, and it's now 5-2 in favor of the Hardhats. Harrison Good. Line drived into that 6-3 double play last time he was out on an excellent diving stop by Caleb Christensen. Now they trying to pick off the runner Holick on first, to no avail. Already a combined 11, check that, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, 12 hits in this game between the Stars and the Hardhats. And the pitch, swing and a miss as the bat went over the top of the pitch, and it's good for a strike, 0-1. Still no strikeouts for Matt Bryant, but he's gotten close on a couple of batters. Now they try to pick off Holick on first again to no success. We're 45 minutes into the ball game now here in the bottom half of the third inning, so just about 1 inning shy, 6 outs shy of being halfway through game 1 of the doubleheader. Oh, and 2 now. Bryant sets, delivers, and the tennis champion delivers a ball up high. 1-2. If you missed that, it was the game against the Sioux City Futures that we interviewed our 2023 tennis champion. And that's out to Driska again, and it's almost as if the Hardhats want to test Driska in right field. And so far, he is 4 of 5. He only had 1 ball go over his head, but everything else he was able to control. So, and the one that went over his head wasn't really his fault. It was just a nice hit by the Hardhats batter. And so now we have runners on first and second for the Hardhats, and it's a 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the third with nobody out. And the pitch is high for a ball. The Nate Kindred 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field to Kane Mathiasen last time he was at the plate. And we'll see how Bryant handles the 1-0 pitch to Kindred. He'll stare down Holick on second, and he'll wind and deliver. In for a strike. Nice pitch there by Bryant. 1-1. The count now is even. With 5:39 to go in the first, the Toronto Maple Leafs have a 2-1 lead over the Tampa Bay Lightning in that other game that just started maybe about 15, 20 minutes ago approximately. This one fouled up third base side. It's going to drift foul, and it's going to go out of play, and it'll be good for a strike. Still 4-4 with about 2 minutes before that second overtime gets underway here between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Winnipeg Jets. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Nate Kindred now. Once again, he's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field on his last at bat. There is some activity in the Rapid City bullpen. At least it appears that there is. And that one's fouled away right into the back of the netting, and they'll remain 1-2. There is no activity in the post 400 bench or bullpen at this time, and now the players who are active in that Rapid City bullpen come back to the dugout. 1-2 as Bryant delivers, and that's a hard hit ball scooped up there by Colby Hansen. He'll fire it into the glove of Majerus for the 4-3 ground out. That will advance Holick to third, and up to second goes Harrison Good, but Kindred grounds out on a 4-3 for the first out of the inning. The good news is they got an out. The bad news is 2 runners in scoring position, and a base hit could really crack this game open here for the Hardhats as we are 10 minutes shy of the 1 hour mark of this ball game. So we'll see how Bryant handles Alex Dietrich. Dietrich apparently needed a shave, and Bryant gave one to him. High and in, right off the chin, and ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Bryant. That one's hit hard, right over towards Hansen again, and to Majerus 4-3, and run will score. So it is 6-2 with the RBI ground out that scores Holick, advancing Harrison Good over to third. So the good news is they got out number 2. The bad news is the Hardhats have scored, and now it's Ridge Inhofer. 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field. Colby Nissen was playing right field at the time he was at bat. And a strike. This game had a pretty good pace. 50 minutes and 2 away in the bottom of the third. And another strike thrown by Bryant, and it's a quick 0-2 count now here.
The Hardhats in the bottom of the third, 2 runs on 3 hits. No Fargo errors. The score after 3, Fargo 2, your Hardhats 6.
All right, so that'll end the top half of the bottom half of the third. Excuse me, I gotta get my. There we go, and it'll be Ashton Arenas, Malachi Wermeyer, and Kane Mathiasen. It's the bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9. When the Stars take the bats after this break here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
All right, playing the organ version of the Beach Boys hit, California Girls. I don't think that is a copyright strike. We should play more organ music at Starry and Bank Field. All those walk-up songs should be played on the organ. I will submit a request to the Post 400 board to buy an organ for Starry and Bank Field. You think that'll get approved? I'm getting a head nod, yes. I think that would add such an awesome element to the games at Starry and Bank Field, actually. To just play 100% organ music. We could hire somebody to do that. I might even want to do that myself. We'll just put it in the broadcast booth and I'll just jam away as I'm providing play-by-play, as if I wear too many hats as it is. Ashton Arenas reached on an error last time he was at the plate. Now he faces a 1-ball, no-strike count from Sears on the mound for swinging and a miss. It was a good pitch to swing at, but the swing was a little high. Had that been down just a 1/4 of an inch, it may have been a base hit out into left field. And that one is right over our broadcast booth. And
hey, just a reminder, out goes foul ball. Please return to the ticket booth for $1. Special thank you to Black Hills Pediatric Dentistry.
And that appears to be a ball. 2-1 here to Ashton Arenas. I'm really digging that organ idea. I like it. It has to happen. We have to. No more just straight music. It's all organ music, 100%. I got the president of the baseball club right beside me. He has a smirk on his face. Some tells me he likes the idea. And a 3/4 swing will ground the ball out to Reeder and into the glove of Dietrich for the 4-3 ground out.
Now batting with the 1-out for catcher, number 4, Malachi Wermeyer.
I wonder what Jim from Denver, North Carolina thinks about the organ music idea. I would like to get his input because that would help sway the opinion of a unsure person who may make the call on that. Jim says, I'm all in on that idea with a light bulb at the end instead of an exclamation point. There must not be much of a delay on this broadcast. I expected that answer to come maybe in 20 seconds from now. 2-0 here to Malachi Wermeyer. He 0 for 1, strikeout. 2-0, high and in, 3-0 to Wiermeyer, and it is now over. The Vegas Golden Knights have defeated the Winnipeg Jets 5-4 in double overtime. They take a 2-1 series lead in that best-of-7 matchup. And there'll be one more game in Winnipeg. See if the Jets can get one back and tie it up at 2 to send it back to Vegas for Game 5, or if Game 5 would potentially be the clinching game in that series. We'll have to find out. So a strike and a ball, and that sends Wiermeyer up to first. And now Kane Mathiasen, he had that single that we weren't sure if it was going to stay fair or not down that third base line last time he was up. That puts Caleb Christensen on deck, and Christensen would flip us back to the top of the order here for the Stars. Pitch 44 coming up for Sears, and the pitch is going to miss for a ball, 1-0. Jim says, make it happen. Make it happen. I'm sure he's talking about the Stars winning this game, but I'm not going to let that one go. I'm going to push for that until it happens. That would just be awesome. I mean, they do that at Major League games, play organ music. Why not do it at our level? Strike right down the middle for Sears. That's pitch 50, and the next one will be pitch 51 for Sears. 2-2. And now that one will sneak by the shortstop into left center, and it's good for a base hit and a single for Kane Mathiasen. So now 2 runners on base here for the Stars, who are down 6-2. And that puts the tying run in the on-deck circle, but first brings up Caleb Christensen. Matt Bryant will be on deck. And if Christensen can reach base and load this up for Bryant, then we could be tied with a swing of the bat. But first things first, it's Caleb Christensen. And that one will dump low. Into the backstop, runners will advance from first and second to second and third. It's Wiermeyer up to third. And Kane Mathiasen up to second. And 1 ball, no strike to Caleb Christensen, who's 1 for 2. With a ground out and a single, and that single went to left center field last time he was at the plate. 1 away and 2 runners in scoring position. A base hit would be huge here for the Stars, and we'll see if Christensen can get it here on the 1-0 pitch. Here's the delivery, and he'll swing it foul. It'll be foul. So his teammate a couple batters ago made it fair, and that one just sneaks foul. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 hour into the ball game. Jim says he wants both. He wants the organ music and a win from Post 400 here. That pitch is low. 2 balls and a strike now. And if you think I'm just making that up, you can go to our YouTube channel and just look at the chat, and you'll see that I've said everything word for word. So I'm not just making that up. 3-1 here to Caleb Christensen. Strike is called on that one. No, that'll make it a full count at 3-2. It is a little bit chilly, but not too bad. Either that or I came a little bit more prepared today. Full count. He'll reach for it. A little hopper and tried to barehand it with Sears, but instead the throw home won't be in time. Everybody is safe. First and third, and it's a 6-3 ball game. So a little infield blooper hit. Scores Malachi Wermeyer. Kane Mathiasen up to third, and now you have runners on the corners with Christensen over at first. And a visit to the mound here. This visit to the mound brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency in Fargo. So once again, Matt Bryant, Kobe Hansen, Gunnar Majerus are your next three batters if we can get that far into the lineup with one away. Tune into this broadcast here. You may hear a few different names, and, well, these few different names are doing fairly well against a baseball team that has had a deep tradition. Rapid City Post-22 Hardhats been around for about 3 or 4 decades, and they have several championships. A popcorn ball at the plate, slides in head first, he tumbles in, he touches the plate with his right hand, and he scores. And it's 6-4. And that is Kane Mathiasen coming in to score. Caleb Christensen up to second on the play. And the pitch comes across for a ball, and I'll finish my thought on my previous statement here in just a moment. So Kane Mathiasen, one of those new names that you're probably not familiar with, plays for the Astros, played for the Comets the previous year. But a good portion of the Stars team is back home in Fargo, attending prom at their respective high schools. So we'll see if a half Astros, half Stars team can battle it out here against a dominant Rapid City Post-22 Hardhats team. And this team has never been necessarily bad per se. Like I said, they've been around for about 3 or 4 decades, and they have double-digit championships to their name. State championships, region championships. I don't think they've ever won a World Series. They have. They have won a World Series championship. Checking with my resources here, 1992 was the World Series championship for Rapid City. Three and 1 the count here to Matt Bryant. And now it's 4-1, he'll walk. And now 2 runners on with Kobe Hansen, who's had a perfect day so far today. Pair of singles, both to left field. And now Inhofer will stroll up to Sears and have some words with him. After the Stars fall down 6-2, they have gotten 2 of those back, and now they trail by 2 by the score of 6-4 here in the top of the 4th, and plenty of ball game to play. 14 hits, 2 hard hat errors, and those 2 errors have resulted in 2 runs for the Stars. And the pitch. Now on, it's lifted up to right field, and it's drifting foul, and it will go out of play. It's good for a strike, 0-1. Once again, both of his hits to left field over the third baseman for a pair of singles. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Gunnar Majerus is on deck with 1 away and 2 runners on. First and second, it's Caleb Christensen on second, Matt Bryant on first. 1 hour and 5 minutes into the ball game, and Sears with pitch number 66 right here on the 0-2. He'll get the signal here from Inhofer. Now he'll look back at second. He'll set, and time is called as the runners will tag up. I have no text from our music man yet, so he's either not watching or he's not debating or arguing the organ music idea. One foul back right into the parking lot, and one bounce into the ice machine. That is like basically if you draw a straight line from the pointed part of home plate all the way back, you'll eventually reach the ice machine. So it remains 0-2. 1 out, 2 runners on. Sears looks at second, winds, delivers the 0-2, and that one's hit out towards the shortstop. Nice play by the shortstop, but he throws an error at third, and now the bases are loaded. So Hansen will reach on a fielder's choice. Christensen will advance to third on an error. Bryant up to second. Error charge to the shortstop. Okay. Apparently they're being kind and they're not handing out an error, but I disagree with that. Pitch comes in low for a ball. So once again, the bases are loaded here for Gunnar Majerus. 1-0 count, hit by a pitch, and a fly out to the second baseman on his 2 trips to the plate so far today. 1-0. And that one's hit towards right field. It's going to go foul. It's going to go foul. And he'll do that one, have to do that one over again. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded. Pitch 70 coming up for Sears. On deck is Jake Jaroszewski. Majerus with a base hit could potentially tie the game here. And there's some room in the shallow outfield. Nice eye for Majerus there as that pitch went low and out. For a split second, he thought about chasing it. He's like, nope, not going to do that. I'll just take that free ball, and it's 2-1. Sears winds and delivers a 2-1, and that one's hit hard right up the middle, and it pops off the second base bag in the second field. That'll score Caleb Christensen. Matt Bryant comes around third, and now we have runners on the corners. It's a 2-run RBI single for Gunnar Majerus. Got a lucky bounce off that second base bag that popped it out into center field. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we have a tie baseball game, 6-6, and that's going to do it for Jude Sears. 71 pitches, 48 strikes, and 23 balls. We're an hour and 9 minutes into the ball game here. Pitch and change and the visit to the mound brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. We'll be back after this here in a moment on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, Elijah Kelly goes by the nickname Eli. Eli Kelly will take over on the mound here for the Hardhats as the Stars have tied it up at 6-6. They have runners on the corners, Gunnar Majerus on first and Colby Hansen on third, excuse me. Jake Jaroszewski's the batter, and he'll foul the first one away right behind home plate. And there it is. And that young kid in the black and white there got the $1 bill. So $1 per strike here to Jaroszewski's 0 for 2. Looking to break that cycle here. You'd fly out to the shortstop, and then he would ground out to third on his 2 at-bats. And that one, ooh, nice catch by the third baseman, Holick. Oh, no, he dropped it. It's going to be a base hit. So runner will stay put at third, and I don't blame him. So the bases are loaded for Gavin Driscoll. Came in the bottom of the third, bottom of the third, excuse me. And now he pops that one up, and right at the dugout, did he make the catch? He did. So Driscoll will fly out to the Hardhats dugout.
Now batting 2 outs, third baseman number 11, Ashton Arenas.
And now Ashton Arenas will have an opportunity here with the bases loaded. And the pitch, Arenas drills one into left field. It's gonna score Colby Hansen. The Stars get the lead. Here comes Gunnar Majerus, and it's a 2-run lead on the 2-run RBI single that pushes Jaroszewski out to second. And Arenas gives the Stars a 8-6 lead.
Now to play for the Stars, number 4, the catcher, Malachi Wermeyer.
So first and second, Jaroszewski on first, Arenas on, let's try that again. Jaroszewski on second, Arenas on first. Here's Malachi Wermeyer now with 2 outs. As Kelly will stare down Jaroszewski on second, deliver the pitch outside, and he caught the edge for a strike, 0-1. In Tampa Bay, it's tied up between the Lightning and the Maple Leafs, 2-2. Heading into the second period of play. They're in the first intermission at the moment. 1 ball and 1 strike now here. And once again, the Vegas Golden Knights won in double overtime over the Jets 5-4 to take a 2-1 series lead in that best of 7. And the Stars have scored 6 here in the top of the 4th. And they now lead 8-6. And they are looking for more. They got a runner in scoring position. The pitch is high for a ball 2.
Fans, make sure you get your 50-50 tickets. They're going around now.
And that pitch is low for ball 3. So a strike followed by 3 balls. And now Eli Kelly falls behind on the count here on Wiermeyer. And a walk would load the bases for Kane Mathiasen. Runners lead off, and that's fouled away. An early swing there by Wiermeyer. We'll draw strike number 2, and it's a full count. Total of 11 hits for the Stars here in this game, and they've gotten almost half of those here in this inning. Payoff, and he'll drill it towards third. 2 hops, he fires across the diamond on the bounce. He got it, and that will strand 2 runners on base. So Wiermeyer grounds out on a 5-3, but the Stars, they get a total of 6 runs on several hits here in this top half of the, or bottom half, top half of the 4th. And now we'll go to the bottom of the 4th here with the Hardhats trailing by 2. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success. Welcome back. Little blooper down the third base line, picked up, thrown to first, and he'll run it out. It'll be an infield hit. Wyatt Reeder was the batter. He was 0 for 1 with a ground out prior to that. And now Hayden Lighty, 1 for 1. He had that 2-run inside the park home run last time he was at the plate, but the Stars did not let that phase them as they still lead by 2. Tried the pickoff attempt there at first. No success on that attempt. Phil says that he hopes the snow pile is ready for the thaw tonight, and he's referring to a hockey matchup. And I just want to say thanks, Phil, for sending that message, because you said last year that a certain somebody wouldn't stand a chance against a certain somebody, and then the certain somebody blew them out in 4 straight. So that's got to bring good things for that one team this evening.
And I say it all odd like that because I don't want to jinx anything. Phil watching from the comfort and warmth of his home, I'm guessing. Even if he's at work, it's probably warmer than my workplace. 1-1 to Lighty after several pickoff attempts on Reeder. The Devils and the Rangers have just started, and that's 0-0 about a minute into the game. And then in about just shy of 2 hours from now will be the final game. Oh, went for the diving catch on the run, and he couldn't quite snag it. And he's upset with himself. But, you know, he gave it a good effort. Give him A for effort on that one. If you look very closely at your screen, it is starting to snow here at Dave Pluth Field. This is the longest game that the Stars have ever had here at Dave Pluth Field in Rapid City. Their last game went 2 innings before a thunderstorm said, nope, get off the field, and they never resumed that game. And then the next game, scheduled a day and a half later, was canceled by a blizzard. And now a base hit down the third base line. That'll bring in a pair of runs, and we're knotted up at 8. So back and forth game here.
Number 15, Amarian Safer.
Amarian Safer, the batter. So lone runner on second is Zeke Farley, and they will, they got close to picking him off, but not quite. Zeke Farley, the runner on second, here in a tie game. Amarian Saylor, who is 2 for 2. Needs a double and a home run to complete the cycle. Right now he has a single and a triple. He started things off with a triple. Followed it up with a single. Goes big, small. Home run would be next, followed by the double. But for the Stars fans, they're hoping that doesn't happen. 8-8 ball game. So far, the Hardhats have scored 2 in every single inning. And that one is not going to get by Bryant, and he's out at third. It's a fielder's choice for Saylor as Farley's thrown out, or tagged out, I should say. But that was an excellent play there by Caleb Christensen at short. He's able to get it into the glove of Renus, and Renus was able to apply the tag, and now Farley's out. 6-5 on the tag out. Saylor on first via the fielder's choice, and now it's Hayden Holick, 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth here for the Hardhats, and now it's an 8-8 game as the Stars got 2 in the top of the second and 6 in the top of the fourth, and that's where we sit right now. And that one's going to pop away. Wermeyer will turn around, and Saylor will take off for second. And ball 1 to Holick. On deck is Harrison Good. Holick and Good represent batters 3 and 4 in the lineup here for Rapid City. One ball, no strike. Bryant looks back at second. Now he stares him down a second time. Delivers a high-end pitch for a ball, 2-0. Bryant unofficially at 57 pitches. And the pitch. That one is thrown over to first for the out. Runner will advance to third, but it's a 5-3 ground out for Holick. That ends his perfect streak. Yes, he's now 2 for 3. And Saylor advances to third on the play. That brings up batter number 4 in the lineup, Harrison Good. Okay, and if you wanted proof on my organ music theory that I was discussing an inning or so ago, during that last commercial break, they played the Star Wars theme, the organ version. And anybody who follows Post 400 baseball knows that that Star Wars theme is Post 400's theme. So now we have to get it. It's locked in. There's no arguing that point. Organ music starting June 7th at Starion Bank Field when the Stars take on the Jamestown Eagles. So Saylor will come in and score on the wild pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike to Harrison Good. He's 1 for 2 with a line drive out that resulted in a double play to the shortstop back to first, and then and then a base hit single on his most recent at bat. 2-1, and he caught the edge, and we're even at 2. This is pitch 67 coming up from Matt Bryant. 2-2, 2 outs, nobody on, and a 9-8 lead for the Hardhats. A total of 23 hits in this game between the two teams combined. Ooh, that one had to hurt a little bit. So Good will reach base via hit by a pitch. That's something that Matt Bryant doesn't do too frequently.
Adding the designated hitter, number 29, Tate Crosswig.
Tate Crosswig is the batter. Let's see if I can find him in my lineup here. Tate Crosswig. Crosswig's 1 for 4, and he's about to be 1 for 5 here on Magnitude Sports, as he flies out to Colby Hansen, and that ends the 4th inning of play. Kane Mathiasen, Caleb Christensen, and Matt Bryant. It's batters 9, 1, and 2, pending changes. Eli Kelly will toss pitch number 11 when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Kane Mathiasen now 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, 1 down the third base line and 1 past the shortstop that driven, I believe it was a pair of runs if I remember correctly. And now this one will find its way into the glove of Reeder at second. He'll fire over to Dietrich for the 4-3 ground out. So that ends Mathiasen's perfect streak. He's now 2 for 3 on the evening in game 1 of this doubleheader. As we reach the 90-minute mark of the ball game now, 1 hour and 30 minutes in, Caleb Christensen steps up to the plate. He's 2 for 3 with a ground out to short. Since then, a single to left center and a little blooper infield single past the pitcher on his most recent at-bat. 9-8, the Hardhats lead here on the top of the fifth, and the Stars looking to respond. They got 6 runs on the top of the fourth, 2 in the second. They did not score in the first or third. Nothing in 1 now here to Christensen. Matt Bryant is on deck. Christensen represents the top of the order here for the Stars. So you got batters 1, 2, and 3 with 1 out. So we'll see 1 and 2 for sure. Matt Bryant is the next batter. That will definitely step up to the plate. We'll see if Colby Hansen can sneak in as well. That one head out into center field. Here comes Saylor on the charge, and he makes the catch. Matt Bryant now 1 for 2 with a ground out, single and a walk. He blasted the single down the third base line 2 times ago when he was up. He walked his most recent at bat. Here's the pitch. It's high and out. Ball 1 to Matt Bryant. And that one is hit out towards Reeder. And Reeder to Dietrich for another 4-3 ground out.
The Stars in the top of the fifth.
They'll bring up batters 6, 7, and 8 for the Hardhats. The Hardhats have a 1-run lead. It's 9-8 as we go into the bottom of the fifth. We are back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers. But don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares
they do amazing work.
Check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6560.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hey, welcome back. Ashton Renas comes onto the mound here for Matt Bryant in relief here in the bottom of the fifth. Matt Bryant, unofficially, 68 pitches, 49 strikes, and 19 balls. So Matt Bryant will move over to third. Ashton Renas will come on to pitch, and that's just a straight flip-flop from from pitcher and third as they continue to crank the black-eyed peas here tonight. Taking a look at the NHL scoreboard while we got a chance to do so. Golden Knights, 5-4 winners in double overtime over the Winnipeg Jets. They take a 2-1 series lead in that best of 7. It's still 0-0 between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. The Rangers lead the series 2-0. 9.5 to go in the first. Knotted up at 2-2 between the Lightning and the Maple Leafs, and that series is tied at 1-1 with about 10 minutes to go in the second. And then starting at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock Central Time, the Colorado Avalanche will be in Seattle taking on the Kraken. It's the first playoff game first NHL playoff game in Seattle since 1909. Line drive right over to third. He bats it down. Can he throw it over in time? He got it. Some of the Rapid City fans don't believe he got it, but the umpire at first base says he did. So it's a 5-3 Rapid City controversial ground out. And now we have a visit to the mound here, or what do we have? Looks like the umpires are going to get together. In 1909, the NHL had a playoff game in Seattle featuring the Seattle Metropolitans. I do not know who they played. I do not know if they won or lost that game. But that's what I do know. 1909. So this will be the Seattle's first home playoff game in over 100 years. "44 state titles for the Rapid City Post 22 Hardhats." I was just looking this up here, and as I mentioned on a couple occasions, they had several championships under their belt. So they have 44 South Dakota State Legion championships. They have 8 regional championships. So that means they've been to the World Series 8 times, and they've won that. On those 8 appearances, they've won one of them in 1993. So 1 for 7 at the American Legion World Series.
For the Hardhats, attention number 22, Ridge Inhofer.
Ridge Inhofer is the batter here, as the Hardhats have a 9-8 lead with nobody out. He'll go for the bunt, and the bunt is not gonna. I'm just gonna say ball 1. It's getting a little cold out here. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Right now we are cloudy and 36. A wind out of the northwest, 6 miles per hour. So with that wind chill, the 36 degrees feels like 31 degrees. So that means we're 1 degree below freezing. Official freezing temperature, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And we are playing baseball here in Rapid City, South Dakota. It's warmer than it was the other night in Spearfish. I'll say that for sure. Swing and a miss, and that is strike number 2. So the count's even at 2-2 now. To Ridge Inhofer, Wyatt Reeder on deck. Nobody out, and that one will bounce in, and we have a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled away, and they'll remain 3-2. 7 pitches for Ashton Arenas now. 4 of them have been strikes. We're 1 hour and 38 minutes into the ball game. Gavin Driskra playing right field, came in the 3rd inning in relief of Colby Nissen, who will likely miss some games. I'm hoping I'm wrong when I say that, but it certainly didn't look good when they took him off the field. He had an issue with his left leg, if you're just tuning in. Once again, if you're just tuning in, Colby Nissen out with a left leg injury. He had to have help with two people to help him off the field. And it happened on a play on a fly ball out to right field. It was almost as if he overran the play, and he tried to go back, and his foot planted and twisted, and he fell down onto his right arm, and he did not get up, and you could tell when he was going down that he was in some pain, and hopefully he's all right. They did take him out to, I believe, the Fargo Post 400 bus out in the parking lot, and then from there, I don't know where he went. So 2 runners on, and Wyatt Reeder the batter. He'll lay down a bunt. Nice bunt. Throw up to first is, what's the call? Safe. So now the bases are loaded. For a team that only has half their roster, to be down 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th is respectable. No doubt about it. Now that they're done playing music, I can turn that microphone back on. It's getting cold out here. I'm like to the point where I'm not sure if I want to do the second game. I mean, I probably will, but I mean, it's really freaking cold out here. Swing and a miss for a strike. So if you want to donate $5 for a hot chocolate to the Magnitude Sports Venmo, if I can get 18 of or 14 of those, one for each half inning, then I think I can make it. So 14 times 5 is what, 50, 70, I think? I don't know, something like that. Swing and a miss, and he took a hard swing at that one. Hayden Lighty, the batter. Had that 2-run inside the park home run, and then since then he has a single to add to that. So just needs a double and triple for the cycle officially. The home run doesn't have to go over the wall for the cycle. A delayed swing there, and he strikes out. Zeke Farley, the batter.
The left fielder, number 28, Zeke Farley.
One out, bases loaded, and a sharp hit over towards Matt Bryant. Throw to home, out at home. They get the lead runner. They prevent the runner from scoring, and now runners on second and third. And that is 2 outs.
Now batting, center fielder, number 13, Amarian Saylor.
Amarian Saylor, triple, single. Reached on a, actually has 2 singles. No, he does not. I was thinking of the wrong team. Check swing right up to first base. Majerus is there, and that ends the 5th inning. 2 stranded on base. Saylor direct grounds out on a quarter check swing to first. And that will bring up batters 3, 4, and 5. It's Colby Hansen, Gunnar Majerus, and Jake Jaroszewski scheduled batters when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Family owned and operated for many years, MTW Towing is your first call for all of your towing needs in the West Fargo, North Dakota area. We are a full-service towing company that offers fast and efficient service at affordable rates. Our professional team is always prepared to provide you the best service possible. We also accept student discounts. To learn more about us, please feel free to give us a call today at your convenience.
welcome back. It's Kobe Hansen. And the first pitch is a strike from Eli Kelly. Hansen 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a fielder's choice. Hansen will lift that one up, and it'll go out of play, and it is going to be foul for a strike. So, got some gloves in my left pocket. It's time to put them on. It is extremely cold out here. Oh, yes. Awesome. Hansen will send that one to center field. He'll drop for a base hit. All the way to the wall. Hansen's going to try for 3. He's on his way, and he's going to make it. He had first slide. It's a triple for Kobe Hansen. He has 2 singles, he has 3 singles, actually, and now he has a triple.
Now batting for Fargo, number 17, third baseman, Gunnar Majerus.
Gunnar Majerus steps up to the plate. Eli Kelly on pitch number 19 now. Swing and a miss from Majerus, strike 1. And I cannot hit the buttons with these gloves on. Majerus sends it up high. Right field, it maybe has the gap, and the right fielder dropped it. That'll be an error, and scoring is Kobe Hansen. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we have a tie baseball game. It is 9-9.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5, Jake Jarszewski.
So Majerus reaches on an error to the right fielder. That scores Kobe Hansen, and now it is Jake Jarszewski, 1 for 3, fly out, ground out, and a single. Gavin Driska is on deck with nobody out and a runner on first. That's Majerus. And the pitch is caught the edge for a strike. We'll go with it. I'm too cold to argue. They'll try the pickoff on Majerus at first, but it will not succeed. 2 in the top of the second, 6 in the top of the fourth, and 1 now here in the top of the 6th. So it's the odd-numbered innings that are trouble for the Post-Farnard Stars. They have no problem in the even number innings. And now Jarszewski looking to show bunt. He'll miss the bunt, and that will come across as a strike. I'm sorry. Wait. I'm right. It is Jarszewski. Thought I saw a different jersey number on there, but I did not. 2 strikes, and he lifts it up, and it might stay fair. It's really high in the air, and it comes into the glove of the left fielder, Zeke Farley. And that's out number 1. That was really high up in the air. A pop-up is an understatement.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 1, Gavin Driska.
Gavin Driska came in the 3rd inning for Colby Nissen, who had an injury out in the right field. And we got an update on that injury. He'll be out for about 1 month before he can resume practice. It is an injured fibula in his left leg. So he'll be returning to practice for about 1 month, but he's going to have to take it easy up until then. The good news is spring training right now, so that 1 month will be up and we'll still be in spring training. So He will not miss any of the games that actually matter as far as a postseason appearance is concerned, which is the best of a worst case scenario, put it that way. Nine here in the top of the 6th. It's been a battle. The bottom of the 5th is the first time the Hardhats have not scored a run in an inning. They had runs in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 2, 2, and 2 in innings 1, 2, and 3, and then 3 in inning 4. That one pops away. It's going to be good for ball 2. It's now 2-1 here to Gavin Driska. Gunnar Majerus still hanging out at first base. Majerus 0 for 3, or Driska, excuse me, 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. On his most recent one, he popped one up right towards the post 22 dugout. This one sent up high left field, going deep, but not deep enough. Right in front of the warning track, making the catch is Farley, and Driska had an almost there.
Now for the Stars with 2 outs, the pitcher number 11, Ashton Marinas.
So Ashton Renas is the batter now. 1 for 3, reached on an error, ground out to second, and a single down the third base line. And that pitch a little bit low for ball 1 to Renas. Majerus still hanging out at first. He had his eye on second there, but didn't take off. We're about 8 minutes in front of the 2-hour mark of this ball game now. 1-0. Swing, and I think that was fouled. Yep, he's saying he tipped it. Either way, it's a strike. One and one to Renas. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Two away and a 1-2 count. He'll peek over at first at Majerus and deliver. That one hits the umpire after it bounced off the turf, and Majerus, after what feels like an eternity, finally reaches second on that wild pitch, and the pitch comes across to even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second. In a 9-9 ball game with 24 hits between the two teams combined. And that one's high for another ball. Full count. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And that will do it. One runner stranded on second. We remain tied at 9 through 5.5. Batters 3, 4, and 5. It's Hold It Good and Crossway when we return after this.
You have a teen ready for driving lessons, don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Family owned and operated for many years, MTW Towing is your first call for all of your towing needs in the West Fargo, North Dakota area. We are a full-service towing company that offers fast and efficient service at affordable rates. Our professional team is always prepared to provide you the best service possible. We also accept student discounts. To learn more about us, please feel free to give us a call today at your convenience.
All right. Welcome back to Dave Booth Field here. 36 degrees. Feels like 31 with the wind chill, and we have a 9-9 ball game that might go to extra innings. Bottom of the 6. Still a little bit of baseball to play to try and change that. But we'll see what happens. We'll turn down the microphone there, as Guns N' Roses is a deep enemy of YouTube. Not sure what the funny joke was about, but it's 1-0. Hayden Holick, the batter, he's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a ground out, and now he's down or up in the count 2-0. That one hit foul down the third base line. If we would have waited just a split hair second longer, it would have been fair into left field. Playing the Here We Go Stars song on the organ here at Dave Booth Field. And he walks him. Apparently I was behind in the count by a pitch. And looks like Holick will have a courtesy runner. And that courtesy runner will be Dylan March. So Dylan Marsh comes in. Harrison Good, the batter now. I have him down as 1 for 2. Line drive into a double play, and then since then he had a single and a hit by a pitch, and now he's sending this one out into left center, and underneath it making the grab is Kane Mathiasen. And Mathiasen will record out number 1 here in the top bottom of the 6th. And now Tate Crossway will step up to the plate. He likes his girls a little bit older, according to his walk-up song. And YouTube hates this song too. I tell you this for sure. Our music guy at Post 400 and YouTube are not the best of friends. Now I'm lifted up towards right field, more towards center. And that's 2 pitches and 2 outs. So the Hardhats are 1 fly out to right field short of the fly out cycle in an inning. 1 to left, 1 to center, and 1 to right. Just need the 1 to right. They've been testing Driska ever since he came in, and now we'll see if they test him here or not. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Ashton Arenas here in this inning. That one almost popped away, but Christensen was there to keep it from going in center field. One ball, no strike. Alex Dietrich, the batter. And now it's 1-1. That one's hit to left field. Running after it is Mathiasen. He made the catch. It's a fly out to left, and that ends the 6th inning of play. And now it'll be Wermeyer, Mathiasen, and Christensen. Batters 8, 9, and 1 for the Stars. We're at the 2 hours and 1 minute mark of this ball game, and we are heading into the 7th inning. See if the Stars can get some insurance runs. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
All right, Malachi Wermeyer, batter 8, 9, and 1 is what we'll see here in the top of the 7th. We're not up at 9. We'll see if the Stars can break the tie here. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Wermeyer, who's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging, walked, and then grounded out to third. So he'll look to get something in his stat book here on this at-bat. And that one just barely goes foul. And had that stayed fair, it had been a 10-9 ball game. So strike number 2 for Malachi Wermeyer. Pitch 36 coming up for Eli Kelly. That one is good for ball 10. 1-2 to Wermeyer. Kane Mathiasen is on deck. 24 hits. The next hit will be the quarter-century mark of hits in this ball game here. I'm calling a strike on that one, and that'll be a strikeout.
Now batting number 5, Kane Mathiasen.
So we got 1 out, and Kane Mathiasen now steps up to the plate. Mathiasen's had a good day. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and most recently a ground out to second. Pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. So the Tampa Bay Lightning take a 3-2 lead heading into the third intermission, or the third period, I should say. Once again, Golden Knights down the Jets 5-4 in double overtime. Still 0-0 at the first intermission between the New York Rangers and the New Jersey Devils. And the Avalanche and Kraken will drop the puck in about 58 minutes from now. First playoff game in Seattle since 1909. Over 100 years since the Seattle Metropolitans played an NHL playoff game in Seattle. 2-2 the count now here to Kane Mathiasen. And Mathiasen drills one. Nice setup there by Leidy, and he throws him out on a 6-3. Leidy did not have a whole bunch of time to decide how he was going to set up to field that ball. And that was a well-hit, hard ball. And you have to give credit where credit's due. That was a nice throw out there by Leidy. Can Leidy do it again? He'll scoop it up, and he will do it again, and that'll end the inning. and the top half of the 7th anyway.
Starters in the top of the 7th and no hits. No runners left on base. We head into the bottom of the 7th. The score remains tied 9-9.
So the Hardhats will have a chance to walk it off here if they can get one across the plate in the bottom of the 7th. Otherwise, we'll see some bonus baseball for you here in this first game of a doubleheader here at Dave Blue Field in Rapid City. We'll be back in a moment.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 7th, and the first pitch here from Ridge Inhofer hits the overhang right above our camera. That's good for strike one. Inhofer out for 2, fly out to right, a strikeout swinging and a walk. And the pitch is going to bounce in for ball 1. Even things up at 1 apiece. Jim is asking if the Oregon player is ready for bonus baseball. I'm looking for a Stars victory in the top of the 8th here. That's what I'm looking for. Because we still got one more game to play after this one. We're at 2 hours and 8 minutes time of this game so far. That one's fouled away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. But it's been a good one. Regardless of the weather conditions or the temperature, it's been a really good baseball game here, considering that the Stars are playing with about half of their roster right now. 2-2. Once again, Colby Nissen out in the 3rd inning with an injured fibula, and that'll be a 1 month before he can return to practice. And that throw is just a little bit off the mark by Christensen. It'll result in an infield hit. Wyatt Reeder now the batter. So the winning run is on base for the Rapid City Post 22 Hardhats. And Wyatt Reeder will step up to some country rap song that I've never heard of. Looking for the bunt, and I don't know if he pulled the bunt back in time or not. He did not. It's ball 1. .25 hits now. The hit counters reach the quarter-century mark in this ball game. 2 hours and 10 minutes into it now. Pitch 31 coming up here for Renus, and that is bunted foul for a strike, 1-1. Lights are on here at Dave Plew Field, and throw up to second. Oh, and if he would have gloved it, he probably would have been able to tag Inhofer out, but instead, he's going to reach second. Both teams have left 7 on base here in this game. So you got both teams with 9 runs. The two teams combined for 25 hits, 3 errors, and 14 runners left on base up to this point. Two and one, the count now here to Reeder. And the pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. Oh, yeah, so they must have fluked up the balls and strikes on the outfield scoreboard, because that actually is a strikeout.
Number 15, Wilson Keeper.
This is somebody I don't have on my roster taking the place of Hayden Lighty. I didn't quite catch what the PA announcer said, but on the base hit out into left field, and that could score Inhofer. He'll round third, and that will win the game for the Rapid City Post 22 Hardhats. 10-9. It was a great game. The Stars come up a little bit short on a base hit. And that will be your final score in game number 1, 10-9. So we'll get things reset for game number 2. We'll go warm up a little bit, come back, and we'll be back with game number 2 here. And momentarily, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep it right here with the volume off. And then we'll get things reset for game number 2, and we'll be back in a moment. right, welcome back here to Dave Blue Field. Warmed up. Should be good for at least 3 innings, if not 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12. The last game was a bit of a scare, and the Stars would fall short in that game. The Stars now, with that loss, that 10-9 loss, fall to 9-4 on the season. Rapid City moves to 1-0 on the season. So Rapid City now undefeated, and the Stars will try and knock them off their undefeated journey here, early part of this season. And we'll get your lineups as they come up to bat here. I got a couple of them during the opening announcements, but we're just going to, let's see here. Looks like Caleb Christensen will be followed by Matt Bryant. And so let's slide him up. And it looks like Colby Hansen will be batting third. So we'll go with that lineup for the moment. Caleb Christensen. And the pitcher is Lee Negebauer. And the rest of the fielders defensively for Rapid City will get to them ASAP. That first pitch came across as a strike, and it's now 0-1 here to Caleb Christensen. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Thanks for sticking with us there through our matchup graphic, as didn't want to stay out here and push commercial buttons for that amount of time, so that one's fouled off, and it's now 1-2 once again. 6:10 left, or check that, 1 minute left in the third. And the Tampa Bay Lightning have a 3-2 lead over the Toronto Maple Leafs. A minute to go in the second period, and the Devils and Rangers are tied at 1-1. Earlier tonight, the Golden Knights knocked off the Winnipeg Jets in double overtime, 5-4. And dropping the puck here in about 9 minutes will be the first playoff game in Seattle in over 100 years, as the Seattle Kraken will host the Colorado Avalanche, and we will bring you score updates from all the 3 remaining games. One of them's gone final already here during our broadcast. That one drifting foul, and it'll drop for a unofficial strike, and it's 2-2. That one's fouled off, and it'll remain 2-2. That one hit the Coke machine right next to the batting cage warm-up area. I call it the batting cage warm-up area because that's where we went to warm up. It's not actually a warm-up area. And now that's low, and it's a full count. So Caleb Christensen, the first batter, faces 6 pitches. This is pitch number 7. 3 balls, 3 strikes on 6 tosses, and make that 3 balls and 4 strikes on 7 tosses. And this will be pitch number 8 of the at-bat here for Caleb Christensen. He got down in the count 0-2, and now he's battled his way back to a full count at 3-2. Pitch 1 and pitch 2 made it an 0-2 count, and then a couple of balls and a couple of fouled-away pitches, and now a payoff pitch number 3, I believe. That one got him in there. It looked like it was coming low, but it stayed elevated. And he'll go down looking on that strikeout. And I'll bring up Matt Bryant. down the third baseline and foul. The 0-1 pitch. That one's low for a ball. 1-1. Having a lot of trouble getting balls the opposite direction here in the first two batters.
$1 for each foul ball. That's thanks to Black Hills chemistry.
Well, if they're paying $1 per foul ball, I think I'm going to just put the microphone down and go start my other job, because it seems like all the 11 pitches and 6 of them have been fouled away. So that's a quick $6 in like 15 minutes. So that's about $24 an hour. That's a pretty good job right there. 2-2. Now full count at 3-2. I say hi to Jim. He says he's back, and so are we. Yes, we are back, and thank you for returning yourself, Jim. Appreciate it. Full count, and he walks. Colby Hansen, the batter now.
Not bad, the third baseman. Number 2, Colby Hansen.
Now put Gunnar Majerus on deck. And the first pitch to Colby Hansen will be a look at the wristband for play 1-0-0, which is one of 7 different numbers for the same play, and 1-0-0 is a fly base hit to right field. Third baseman will scoop that one up. So Colby Hansen will get a hit.
Now batting for the Stars, the pitcher number 17, Gunnar Majerus.
Gunnar Majerus, the batter. Look at second and a pitch, and in for a strike. Swing and miss. Pair of strikes, and that's exactly how the first batter started. Down in the count 0-2, and about 8 pitches later, he would walk. 0-2, swung on and hit sharply out to second. Over to second, and now to first. He comes off the bag. They'll get Colby Hansen out at second. Majerus will reach on a fielder's choice, and Matt Bryant will advance to third.
Now batting the center fielder number 5, Jake Jerzeski.
Batting 5 in the lineup is Jake Jerzyszewski. I'll put Ashton Renas into the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss for a strike. Apologize for the camera there. I'm not sure how long. That one's hit into the glove of the second baseman for the out. So that will strand 2 runners on base. And we will go now to the bottom of the first.
On 1 hit. No hard-hit errors and 2 runners are left on base. At the end, 1/2 inning play, 0-0.
We'll get you your 3 batters for Rapid City when we return from the break here on Magnitude Sports. 0-0 after a half inning of play.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen.
I wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the first. All right, so we got the defense set up here for the Stars, and now we'll get a look at the batter here. I didn't hear what the PA announcer said, so I'll try and get a look at the jersey number as soon as possible. It's 2 balls and no strikes to whomever the batter is. I can tell you that much for sure. Gunnar Majerus is on the mound pitching for the Stars, so more of the defensive setup here for post 400 in just a moment. That one's up high. And it's ball 3. Wyatt Reeder is the batter, number 18. And now after 3 balls, he throws 2 strikes and the count is full, 3-2. And that one's way up high for ball 4, and Wyatt Reeder will walk. Categorize that one as a wild pitch if you'd like. That'll bring up a Marion Saylor.
Batting center fielder number 13, Marion Saylor.
Wyatt Reeder to second. Marion Saylor now the batter. 1-1 the count. Now make it 2-1 the count. So defensively, you got Gunnar Majerus pitching once again. Malachi Wermeyer behind the plate. Around the bases, Ashton Renas at first, Matt Bryant at second, Caleb Christensen the shortstop, Colby Hansen. Hang on. Oh, it is Colby Hansen at third. And then in the outfield, it's Kane Mathiasen in left, Gavin Driskra in right, and Jake Jaroszewski in center. It's 3-1 to Saylor. Runner goes to third. The throw is up there, and he's safe. So Wyatt Reeder will steal third. As Saylor walks to first. And that brings up Hayden Hollick. And he likes Guns N' Roses, so that means he does not like YouTube. Hollick, batter 3 in the lineup. Runners on second and third now as Saylor takes second on the steal. So setting themselves up good here in the bottom of the first. They scored 2 in the bottom of the first, second, and third, and then 3 in the bottom of the fourth in game number 1. And a base hit could give them 2 in the bottom of the first here. Ryan O'Reilly has just scored for Toronto. Now that game is tied at 3-3 with about a minute left in regulation. So we might have another overtime NHL playoff game on the horizon here. Keep you updated on that. 0-2 here to Hayden Hollick. Make that 1-2. That one's high. 2-2. So the 9-4 Stars, with about 60% of their roster depleted, battled to a 10-9 loss here in that first game of the doubleheader, and that was, talked to a few of the fans in blue and a couple of the coaches, and they're all pretty impressed with the play that they put up, the Stars put up in that first game. We'll see if they can duplicate that here in this game or not. And you have to think that if the rest of the players were here, you have to wonder if the Stars would have lost and if the score would have been 9-9/10-9.
Now batting right fielder, number 14, Harrison Good.
So the bases are loaded now. And that brings up Harrison Good. Into the number 4 spot. Harrison Good will swing and miss for strike 1. One ball and 1 strike. Two and 1 the count. Here to Harrison Good. The 2-1 pitch is apparently not in for strike 2, even though it kind of looked like it was. 3-1. And that'll walk them and score a run. They'll bring in Wyatt Reeder from third. And the Hardhats take a 1-0 lead.
Hitter number 10, Peyton Tipton.
And now Peyton Tipton will come up to the plate to the song Tequila. Once again, we don't encourage drinking for anybody under the legal drinking age. But a walk-up song is a walk-up song. One the count here to Peyton Tipton. Tipton 1 for 2 lifetime on magnitude. Now he's 2-1. Ball strike ball. Had a hit to third left field and a pop out to the first baseman on his 2 at bats. That one's fouled back, and that is
Thanks again for returning those foul balls
about
to the ticket booth.
the 13th foul ball of this game 2 of the doubleheader here. And that one is going to fall right. I'm not sure where that one went. I think it went inside the post 400 dugout, actually. A couple of youngsters down there in the bottom right corner of your screen nearly got hit with a baseball. 2-2 the count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on over towards Colby Hansen. He'll step on the bag at third, and that will score. Saylor, Holick's out, good up to second, and Tipton on with a fielder's choice.
Now that the first baseman number 27.
So Saylor will score to make it 2-0. Holick's out at third, and good up to second. And like I said, Tipton on with a fielder's choice. And that brings up, I didn't hear or see, it's number 27. I see they got it up on the scoreboard here. So that's the first baseman. And let's see if I can remember his name. Alex Dietrich, batting at the number 6 spot. Oh, 0-1. Runner goes, and that comes off, fouled at the plate, and the runner will have to go back. No balls and 2 strikes to Alex Dietrich. Majerus will set. He'll take a peek at second, deliver the 0-2. That one fouled off, first base side. It'll remain 0-2. Ball 1. So 1 away, 2 runners on. Harrison good on second, Peyton Tipton on first. And Alex Dietrich, the first baseman, is the batter. 1-2. Got it. No, he didn't. Man, I thought he got it, but he did not. play unsuccessful at second on the pickoff attempt there. Keeping him in check, making sure he doesn't take off for third when and that one's outside for a ball. Payoff pitch. Runners go. That one's hit well, but not well enough. It's batted down and then deflected off the glove of Christensen into the outfield, and he nearly had a catch for a line drive out there, but couldn't quite snag it. Good attempt, but not good enough.
Batting, the catcher, number 11, Philip Metz.
And it's now a 3-0 lead as a result. All right. Next batter here is number 11. And that is, I do not know. I don't have a number 11. So we'll just go with a ghost batter for the moment. Swing and a miss, strike one. Nothing in two, one away, two runners on, first and second. Nobody on third, and a 3-0 ball game here. That one will miss for ball one. 1-2 the count. Two, and he'll swing and miss, and that's a strikeout on the Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout counter.
Now batting second baseman, Wyatt Reeder.
All right, so Wyatt Reeder is the batter. On set up high to right field. Driskra is back at the warning track, and it is going to be a bases clearing triple that scores 2 more runs. So that makes it 5-0 now here in favor of
A triple by Reeder. Now batting the shortstop number 15, Wilson Keeper.
I think said something like Mason Bieber. I don't know. I don't have number 15 in my roster, and I think the PA announcer said his first name's Mason. So let's get the camera back on track here. So we'll just let another ghost batter go, and now Reeder will come in and score on a wild pitch, and that'll make it 6-0. Well, Rapid City building themselves a healthy lead at the moment. And now it's 3-0 here to Ghost batter number 2. And we have a visit to the mound here coming up. This visit to the mound is brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
All right, so the pitch right as we come back from the break is good for ball 4, and that puts another runner on. 6-0 lead here, 6 runs on 1 hit and 1 error. And the batter here is number 28. And that is
Hardhat parents, if you'd like to award
Zeke Farley.
So much of the evening. We are getting ready to start the 50-50 a little bit earlier tonight. If you'd like to get some steps in and help the crowd, please head up to the big booth. Appreciate it.
Now looks like we have a pitching change here. So Majerus will be done, 44 pitches, 27 balls, 17 strikes to match his jersey number. Caden Newarth will come in and pitch.
The pitcher now for the Stars.
On this pitching change, brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. So he'll get some warm-up tosses here with 2 away and a runner on first. And we've already taken a break, so we'll keep it right here. Get you an update here on some of the NHL playoff games. 5-4 Golden Knights in double overtime over the Jets. Still 1-1 with about 13 minutes remaining in regulation between the Devils and the Rangers. The Toronto Maple Leafs and Tampa Bay Lightning are currently in overtime. 11 minutes and change to go in overtime. Knotted up at 3-3. And one other game in progress with about 13 minutes left in the first. And right now, once again, it is Caden Newarth pitching here. If I can get back to my baseball scoreboard here. All right, and one other defensive change for the Stars. Gunnar Majerus will go out to right field. So this should be Zeke Farley coming up to the plate. 2 away, no balls, no strikes. He'll face the first pitch from Caden Newarth. As Rapid City returns to the top of the order here in the bottom of the first. So they've batted 9 batters already. And this is batter number 10. And a strike is called. And that's ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 out, and a runner on first is Ghost batter number 2. We have 2 batters in the lineup that I'm not sure who they are. But everybody else we got figured out. Little hopper right back to Newarth. He'll fire it over to Renus, and that's a 1-3 ground out to end the inning. So the first inning is complete. But the Hardhats get 6 across the board here in the bottom of the first. And now it'll be batters 6, 7, and 8 for the Stars when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers. But don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares
they do amazing work.
Check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6560.
Welcome back. Ashton Renas is the batter. He bats number 6. And it will be Malachi Wurmeyer batting in the 7th spot. He's on deck at the moment. That one hit up towards center field, and that is an out. Fly out for Renas to center field.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4, Malachi Wurmeyer.
One out, and that pitch will come across for a ball. Right now it is 33 degrees with a wind out of the northwest to the southeast, 4 miles per hour, and it is a wind chill of 29. Very, very chilly, to put it mildly. Two and 0 to Wurmeyer. Now he fouls it away for 2-1. Two 1 to Wurmeyer. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Get him on a strikeout. Got him looking, and that brings up the next batter. Batter number 8 in the lineup. It's going to be Newarth. And Newarth will take the first pitch to right center field. He'll drop for a base hit. And that will bring up Jake Jaroszewski.
Now batting number 5, the left fielder, Kane Matheson.
Oh, Kane Mathiasen. My apologies there. I mixed up my number 5s. And that'll round out your 9 batters. So now we know who the 9 batters are for Fargo Post 400. And that one's hit down the third base line, and it's fair. And strolling into second is Newarth. And now 2 runners are on. That brings us back to the top of the order. Caleb Christensen, who struck out last time he was at the plate. And a strike is called. 0-1 here to Christensen. Matt Bryan on deck, Kobe Hansen to follow if we can get that far in the lineup with 2 away. Runners on, Caden Newarth on second, Kane Mathiasen on first. And the pitch, 0-1, fouled away, 0-2. Right over towards the post 22 dugout. This will be pitch number 30 for Lee Neugebauer. Two away and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that'll take care of business here in the top of the second. And we'll go now to the bottom of the second. It'll be Saylor, Holick, and Good. Batters 2, 3, and 4 for Rapid City when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. 6-0 in favor of the Post 22 Rapid City Hardhats here over the Fargo Post 100 Stars. The Hardhats took the first game of the doubleheader with a final score of 10-9 in walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 7th. And they get out to a good start in the bottom of the first, putting 6 up on the board. And if they can put 4 more up, then we might get to go home a little bit early. But still a lot of baseball to be played before that is officially determined. The organ player here playing Happy Together. I forget the group who sings that song, but it's an oldie but a goodie, however that phrase goes.
Hardhats center fielder number 13, Amarian Saylor.
Saylor will see the first pitch sail into the backstop, no pun intended. Maybe there was a pun intended there, but that's 2-0 here to Saylor. Holick and Good. Hayden Holick and Harrison Good will be the next 2 batters that we see here in this inning for sure. That one right up the middle and into center field. It'll be picked up by Jaroszewski, and that'll be a single for Saylor. I'll bring up Hayden Holick. Hayden Holick. They try the pick off there, but no success. And Saylor will go up to second on that wild pitch. a strike. So 1-1 the count now here to Hollick. Harrison good on deck. Runner on second is Sailor in scoring position. He'll take off for third, and the throw to third on a hop. And did he stay on the bag? Yes, he did. He is safe at third. So Sailor, a couple of stolen bases there to advance from first to third. And he nearly had his momentum take him off the bag, and Kobe Hansen would have had a chance to tag him out if that had occurred, but it did not. Now Wermeyer will go up and have some words with Neuarth. That one hit down the third base line, and the throw to first will not be in time, and it'll be an RBI single scoring Sailor, and it makes it 7-0.
Now that is the right fielder, number 14, Harrison Good.
That one hit hard to center field, and therefore it is Jaroszewski, and that is out number 1.
That plate designated hitter, number 10, Peyton Tipton.
All right, now Peyton Tipton, who reached on a fielder's choice last time he was up, as they try and get the pick off at first. Pitch is a little bit high for a ball. 1-0 here to Peyton Tipton. Alex Dietrich, the first baseman, is on deck. Another pickoff attempt there on Hollick. And that one will be hit towards the fence foul area for strike 1. So you got ones across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 runner on, and a 7-0 game here in the bottom of the second. And that one will drop low, and Hollick will take off for second. 2 balls and a strike to Peyton Tipton with Alex Dietrich on deck, and now Hollick up to second. Fouled back, and now we have a full count here on Tipton. Once again, Dietrich is on deck with 1 away. If no double plays happen, we'll see Dietrich next. A swing and miss for out number 2. So I'll bring up Alex Dietrich, 0 for 1. Reached on a unfortunate error to the shortstop. Had a line drive right to the glove of Caleb Christensen, but it went off his glove into center field, and that resulted in a chance to get on base, and now he flares that one down the first baseline fair. Deep into right field, coming in to score is Hollick. And Dietrich and Hollick will flip spots, and it's 8-0 now in favor of Rapid City.
Calling the double by Dietrich. Now batting, the catcher number 11, Lopez.
And there's a strike to Dylan Marsh, the batter. 0 for 1, struck out swinging. Now an 8-0 lead here for Rapid City post 22. And he'll foul that one at the plate for strike 2. And that one's hit towards first, and he cannot glove it. And did he call it foul? He did. So go into the books as an unofficial strike. It'll remain 1-2 on the count. All even at 2s now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a runner on second. And he'll hit that one, and he'll sneak by Christensen. And rounding third is Dietrich. He will score. And Marsh will flip spots with Dietrich, and it's 9-0. And that'll bring us to batter 8 in the lineup. It's Wyatt Reeder.
Now batting the second baseman, number 18, Wyatt Reeder.
And he'll bunt that right back to Neuarth. He'll pick it up, throw it over. That's out number 3, and they take care of business here in the second. 9-0 in favor of post 22. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
For the Hardhats in the bottom of the second.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice.
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
All right, welcome back. Update from the NHL playoffs. A goal by JT Comfort for the Colorado Avalanche have tied the game up at 1-1 between the Avalanche and the Seattle Kraken. And while we have a moment, let's take a look at some of the other scores here. So let's see here. That looks like yesterday's scores. It's the end of the first overtime, and Tampa Bay and Toronto are still knotted up at 3. It's the end of the third, so they're going into overtime, and the New York Rangers and New Jersey Devils are tied at 1. They've been tied at 1 since about midway through the first period. So it's second, third. Now it's in essence the third overtime. And earlier today, the Golden Knights got by the Jets 5-4 in double overtime. So 2 games in overtime, one game in overtime, 1 game in double overtime, and 1 game with 3 minutes left in the first. Matt Bryant is the batter. 1 ball, no strike. He walked last time he was at the plate. Two one here to Bryant. Here's the windup in the pitch, and it's low and out. 3-1 to Bryant. Kobe Hansen, Gunnar Majerus are the batters we'll see for sure. Kobe Hansen on deck with Majerus to follow. Neugebauer will deliver the 3-1, and it's in for strike 2. Ball, strike, in that order on the 5 pitches so far between Neugebauer and Bryant. And the payoff pitch, and that's right up the middle, and it's scooped up there by the second baseman, but he cannot get it over to first in time. Matt Bryant's on with a short single. I'll bring up Kobe Hansen. So the Stars have a runner on base now, trailing 9-0 here in the top of the third. And the pitch, fouled back for strike 1. Hansen singled on his last at bat here in this game, out to right field. And that one's hit up, fouled away first base side and out of play. Good for strike 2.
Fans, we appreciate your help returning foul balls to the ticket booth for $1. Special thanks, Black Hills Pediatric Dentistry.
And the 0-2 is down the third baseline foul. And it'll remain 0-2. Turn this microphone back up here, get you some sounds of the game since they're not playing music at the moment. That one's hit up high, and that one could maybe stay fair. No, it drifts foul. And it'll remain 0-2. It was close, but no cigar. He's seen 4 pitches on this at-bat. He's fouled all 4 of them away. Kobe Hansen had a single last time he was at bat. That one hit hard right field. And a nice catch by the right fielder for the out. He had to dive for that one.
And that brings up the right fielder, number 17, Gunnar Majerus.
So now he gets a single to right and now a fly out to right, or a low line drive fly out to right is probably a better way to describe that. Brings up Gunnar Majerus. We're 1 hour into this ball game already here, 9-0 in the top of the third. Stars lost the first one in walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 7th with a final score of 10-9. And And Nathan McKinnon has just scored a goal on a power play for the Colorado Avalanche, so it is now 2-1, creeping close to that first intermission. Pick-off attempt at first there, Matt Bryant's unsuccessful. And the 1-0. And that is going to be ball number 2 to Majerus. That one is a hopper right back to Neugebauer and up to second, over to first. They got it. That's a 1-4-3 double play to end the inning.
1-6-3 double play.
Or 1-6. I guess I went pitcher short first. So we'll go 1-6-3 instead.
2.5. The Stars 0. Your Hardhats 9.
And that'll bring up batters 9, 1, and 2 for the Hardhats. When we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
And the winning number is 277-863.
You have a team ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
All right, welcome back. So not sure who the batter is because this was one of the ghost batters from the 9 that we couldn't figure out who they were. But it's 2-1 as he fouled the lone strike off his left foot, I believe it was. And that one kind of had to sting. I can only imagine what would happen if somebody popped a baseball into my toes right now. So I suppose that had to sting a little bit. 2-2 to count. And I want to hit up high. It's drifting foul. Can they chase after it? No, they cannot. So, fouled away. Pair of balls and a trio of fouled away pitches makes it 2-2. And that one is scooped up by the third baseman and then dropped.
Now batting the left fielder for 28 and Zeke Farley.
All right, so an error puts the ghost batter on base. That's the second error of the game for the Stars. That one's going to shallow right center, and it's picked up, and heading into third is the runner for Rapid City, and they got their 10-run rule run standing on third right now. Of course, we'd have to play through the 5th inning and have that 10-run or higher lead maintained up to that point. We're at 1 hour and 5 minutes right now. And that one's hit to right field, and that'll drop for a hit. And coming in to score is the ghost runner, and it's now 10-0. Sliding into third is Zeke Farley on the Marion Sailor double to right field.
Now batting the third baseman, number 20, Hayden Hollick.
Hayden Hollick with runners on second and third. Will step up to the plate now with his team leading 10-0. And looks like they are switching it with Roach now. Aaron Roach is the batter. And then the first pitch to Roach comes in for a ball. Roach is actually 2 for 3 lifetime on magnitude. 3 hits to center field. One of them was an error charged to the center fielder, and the other 2 were base hits. All to center field. So he's only gone to center field when he's been on Magnitude Sports. It's 1 and 2 now. We'll see if he goes to center field again. Two-two. Swung on and fouled off. It remained 2-2 again. And Roach will go to left and diving and tumbling, and he couldn't make the catch. And coming in is Farley to score. And that'll be a base hit. You don't charge an error to a diving outfielder. And that will be a double.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Harrison Good.
So Harrison Good now with, and that will bring in another run, and it's now 12-0 in favor of Post 22. And the Toronto Maple Leafs have taken a 2-1 series lead. They got the winning goal in overtime to down the Lightning in Tampa Bay tonight. They score 4-3. So 3 of the 4 games tonight have all gone to overtime. And the only reason the 4th one hasn't gone into overtime is because it just started not too long ago. And they're still playing. So single overtime between the Maple Leafs and Lightning, double overtime between the Knights and the Jets, and so far a single overtime between the Devils and the Rangers. That one hit line drive right up towards second, and it's picked up there and fired over for the out. And another run will score, and it's 13-0. That brings up Peyton Tippin, unless they make a change here.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 10, Peyton Tipton.
And Tipton will flare one up. Christensen is there. He makes the catch. That's out number 2. Alex Dietrich, the batter now.
Now to play for the Hardhats, first baseman, number 27, Alex Dietrich.
And apparently the guys in the press box don't know about the diving air outfielder rule. They have 3 errors up on the board. But I guarantee you that's a rule because I got chewed out by an official about it. So I know. And if that official's watching right now, he's probably chuckling. That happened about 3-4 years ago. Two-1 the count here. And now you can make that 3-1 to Dietrich.
Now batting the catcher, number 11, Philip Bentz.
Pickoff attempt is no good for Dietrich. And now he'll go up to first. And that'll be 2 runners on, and Wyatt Reeder is the scheduled batter.
Now batting, number 21, Ian Roberts.
And no, they're going to bat somebody else. I think he said Ian Roberts. But if that's true, I don't have an Ian Roberts on my roster, so we'll just leave the previous batter in and wish this batter the best of luck, whatever his name may be. Did look at the rosters on their website, and it said 2023 rosters, but I don't have this name from that roster, and they were entered in earlier this afternoon. So runners will go from first and second to second and third, and he is out at third. And that will take care of business here in the third inning of play. They'll strand one on base as Alec Dietrich gets caught stealing.
Bottom of the third, 4 runs for the Hardhats. At the end of 3, Fargo 0.
And they'll bring up batters 6, 7, and 8 for the Stars when we return after this here on Magnitude. Stay tuned.
Family owned and operated for many years, MTW Towing is your first call for all of your towing needs in the West Fargo, North Dakota area. We are a full-service towing company that offers fast and efficient service at affordable rates. Our professional team is always prepared to provide you the best service possible. We also accept student discounts. To learn more about us, please feel free to give us a call today at your convenience.
All right, let's see. The scheduled batter is supposed to be Ashton Reedus. Yeah. But now they put in Jake Jaroszewski. Jaroszewski will hit one towards center, and the shortstop and center fielder miscommunicated there. The ball would drop to the grass as a result, or the turf, I guess, if you want to be more accurate. And that.
First baseman number 11, Ashton Reedus.
We'll put Jaroszewski on base. A strike is called here. And Ashton Reedus will get thrown out. Now bring up Malachi Wurmeyer.
Now batting with 1 out. The catcher number 4, Malachi Wurmeyer.
One hour and 17 minutes here in the top of the 4th. Pitch is a little high for a ball. It's 1-0. One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 runner on. Here in the top half of the 4th inning. Stars trailing 13-0 right now. Nigebauer will step off, and Jaroszewski will step back on second. Caden Neuarth is on deck. Pitch is low for a ball. It's 2-1. Now it's hit to right field. Then on the run, making the grab is Harrison Good. Now the throw to third, and he is out at third. So that is a 7-5 double play.
That is the end of the ball game. Both teams and the officials have agreed to
and that will do it.
put in the 10-run rule after 4 innings.
And they just announced that that's the end of the ball game. 13-0 is our score. Your final score here. We will take equipment down. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. or 12 noon local time for our friends back in Fargo for one more game. And until then, have a good night.
Broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.